my bad side.
You want to switch? No! Okay. All right, well, leave it at that.
I'll be like this the whole
Oh my
time.
gosh, let's switch. I'm the host.
No.
You get to be on whatever side you want. Go.
No, I think it's fine.
Go. You know what I'm thinking? I feel like most people's good side is that side, because you know what I've noticed is the host. It like if I've been watching late night a lot and like kind of studying this, the host is almost, because it's all about like making your guests look good, because that's your show, right?
Yeah.
Your show is your guest. And I've noticed the host is almost always on this side.
Interesting.
And so I wonder if that's a thing, like
Maybe.
that it's a common thing that's like the better side. And when all right, so you guys.
It's just that comics are narcissists and we have to like be on our good side.
For sure. Well, I mean, anyone in the industry.
Okay? Doesn't matter.
You know what? We're just gonna deal with it. You look great. You're gorgeous. I mean, honestly, both sides are gorgeous.
Thanks.
Because she is gorgeous. This is Cheryl Lee Scott. In case you're just joining us, we just had some technical difficulties, so we're hoping this works. My name is Alyssa Price. This is Bad Mom Jokes, and Cheryl is a mom and a comedian and fabulous, and I'm having a huge girl crush on her, so you'll be seeing a lot of her. You'll be
seeing me with clothes on.
Yeah. This is my like real life Jennifer Lawrence. I can't believe no one said that to you. That's crazy to me.
No, I think because.
Do you know her? Like, you know who she is.
I know who
She's
she
a big
is.
deal.
Yeah, I just.
You can definitely. Anyway, so. And I
can play her mom or her big sister.
Oh my gosh, no. Well, here's the thing: is I feel like she's about the same age as. Because full disclosure, we graduated high school. I think at the same time.
You and I?
I think so, because of your one of your jokes.
Oh.
Like, reveal your age. Now you have to go see her at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I think I think that's so great, because, and this is something I wanted to talk to you about. At what point? Because so you guys, if you don't know, you won Miss Los Angeles.
Yes, 1996.
Yeah.
Do the math.
Now everything's revealed, but that's okay. This is Bad Mom Jokes. We're keeping it real. That's what we do. We want moms to feel like they're people too, and so we're gonna keep it real for you, so you can go to your husband and be like, yeah, effing do the dishes. And I'm gonna sit on my butt for a change. So you won Miss Los Angeles, which to me is like winning a third of the nation, because Los Angeles is millions of the hottest, most talented people in the world, right? Basically.
I guess so.
So I mean,
my only talent is beauty.
Well, but okay, so I wanted to talk about this, and I gave her this button, so if I ask anything that she feels is going too far, she can just, and then I'll switch, because we don't really know each other. We met at the Palm Springs Comedy Festival, and so whenever people come in that don't know me, I feel like that's so awesome, because you have no idea what I'm gonna ask you. You have no idea what it means to, like, bad mom jokes. Am I gonna, like, roast people? I'm not a roaster, so that's not gonna happen. Am I gonna, what am I gonna ask you about being a mom?
I'm gonna roast you.
Ooh, are you good at roasting people? I love people that can roast people. I think it's so fun.
But I agree that you need to know someone more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reach over you.
You need to know more about them before you can really.
Oh, for sure.
Take them to the mat.
You have to do your research. You gotta have a few zingers ready. Yeah, for sure. Have you ever done a roast battle? I haven't either.
Not yet.
Oh my gosh, we could like practice on each other and do a roast battle.
Get all the dirt.
I do feel like people that are closest roast each other the best.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a form of, it's like a term of endearment, sort of. Like, if people get your humor, then they can take it. And if they can take it, like, it's enjoyable to go have that back and forth with someone.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think, and people that don't get that, it's so hard to explain that some of my favorite moments is when my comedian friends are roasting me. I'm laughing, I'm crying so hard, and it feels like they love me so much. You know what I mean?
Well, because they really know you and they know how to push your buttons. And
here, I'm going to put your water here so you have it, just in case you need it.
I think that humor is so healing, and what we were talking about earlier, it's like so necessary, especially in today's day and age. We really need it, and we need to teach it to our kids and like share it, and like it just loosens up and like lets people like put their barriers down, you know, because some people are so serious or they're sensitive and they take things the wrong way, and it's just sort of like kind of an icebreaker, and that's like the way that.
But there are those people that that it's so personal that they can't joke about stuff. Have you noticed that?
I think they haven't gotten to the point in their life where they're able to poke fun of it. I mean, a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been able to poke fun of my life because I was in it, and
it was too raw,
too in my head. And now, like looking back, I mean, divorce is not easy any way you slice it, especially with 2 kids.
Yeah. So just so you know, so you just let the cat out of the bag. So you're a divorcee. Is that what they call it? Like the sexy term for it. I wanted to ask you about that because I think it was Amy Poehler. So, okay, when you're a comedian, people at Christmas give you books, funny people, right? Does that happen to you? So my brother gave me Amy Poehler's book. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll read it. I do like her.
People give me old records, like
do they?
Pryor.
That's hip. That means that's pretty hip, actually. You've got some good friends and family. So I mean, it's fine. I love Amy Poehler, and I did read it. And she did have this section on divorce because she's been through a divorce, and how there's all these things people that aren't divorced say that they're well-meaning, but it just hurts, and it's like she wishes people knew how to talk about it. So like, if I just met you at the soccer field, and you said, "Oh, I'm divorced," because that comes up, what is the correct response that isn't lame?
Well, the incorrect response.
Yeah, let's hear the incorrect.
I'm so sorry. It's like.
Yeah. Oh, I do that.
If we had wanted to stay together, we would have. Like, to feel sorry for me is actually making it worse because obviously something wasn't working. Yeah. And so it's kind of funny when people that get it say congratulations.
Oh, funny. Like other people that have done it.
Because they've been through it. They've been through the war. And some people say that going through a divorce is just as hard or worse than death.
Absolutely.
You're living with it.
To defend someone that does do that, so I'm learning. To defend, if you said my husband died, I would say, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I think that's okay, but obviously I can't speak for that.
Well, here's,
I mean, my
ex-husband is 64. Got divorced. Okay, so not yet. So then I can say, oh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry, and we could like be like a little wink. So my mom and dad got divorced, and I still feel so bad for my mom because it's not what she wanted. So I guess my lens on it is that sucks so bad. You know, but I'm getting what you're saying because I'm that person that's like, it's none of your effing business whether you need to feel sorry for me.
It's a tricky subject.
So, but I wouldn't say congratulations because I don't know if maybe
that's a little bit too far.
Like maybe that's someone else that's like thrilled. It's
somebody trying to be funny and.
Okay, but that is better. So So for you guys out there, congratulations is funnier and better than like I'm so sorry because like I won't even know someone and I'll like hug them.
Maybe
I think I did that in an interview.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck you bitch.
Maybe it's better to be like, oh, how are you doing? How are you coping with that? Or if you want to open that can of worms.
Yeah, like is that too personal? You know?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation.
So what is the correct thing to say? I'm actually asking because I feel like I will explain why, but
I think it depends on the distance from when it happened, too. I think that, if it's fresh and raw. You just don't know. Yeah, it's very individual.
What if you just said, okay, got it?
I kind of like that.
Or just, oh, huh. But I feel like if you say nothing, people feel like you're silently judging them. Oh, it's so difficult. Yeah. There's no right answer.
And you know what? And people are a little bit passive aggressive because I feel like some people actually might want to get divorced, but they don't.
Oh, so they're like, so how did you pull it off?
Well, for me, my ex asked to leave me, but we were both very unhappy. We just weren't able to talk about it, and that was one of the issues, is that we didn't have the right type of communication.
Got it.
So I think that a lot of people will project their own issues because maybe deep down they're not happy, but they would never leave because
so then they're judging you for doing
are standing on that tradition.
Sure.
So exactly. And it's like not what I wanted. I never thought that I would be 41 and have 2 kids and be divorced. I never thought that this would be my life. But life is short and we kind of have to just accept it and move on. And I'm not saying that I'm okay with it every day. I struggle with really crazy moods.
Do you judge yourself? I'm just curious because my mom does.
Yeah.
And that's part of what I'm trying to break down is women being too hard on themselves.
Definitely. And I definitely think that had I done things differently and
you
work
go
on
there.
myself. But I also know that some things are just not meant to be.
Like,
you
can't
really have to
change
trust your instincts. And we came together for a reason.
Yeah.
We have these 2 amazing kids. I'm so fortunate to have them in this world. These souls wanted to come into this world. For some reason, their father and I were brought together in the universe to do this. And I know I'm like sounding all spiritual now,
but absolutely, right?
Whatever it takes for you to feel better.
When you meet your children, but it's not about feeling
fate.
better. It's like when you meet your children, I think about that all the time, like, because I might judge, like the time I was submitting to agents for the first time and I was actually a baby and a really good agency called me. I was napping and I didn't return the call because my dumbass thought there would be other phone calls. But then I'm like, anything I want to change in my head, I think my kids wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So no, Alyssa, like, don't even rethink a moment, like not even like a blink.
It's easier
because we
said
know
than
that
done.
it is easier said than done because our minds want to figure it all out and
we want an explanation for everything, and like some things you just cannot explain and you can't justify, and you just have to like roll with it and go through life and just keep on moving forward. And that's something that I'm trying to constantly. I mean, I have really bad days where I'm super sad, and
I think if people are honest, we all do. We just try to avoid it.
And I see that my ex-husband has completely moved on and got remarried, and right after our divorce was finalized, which took a long time, but and we were closer friends before, and now we're not as much anymore, and it's very painful for me. But I also have to let that go so that I can be a really good mom.
Yeah.
And do my own thing. And it's like your whole life is, when you're in a relationship, whether you're married or not, your whole life is really revolving around that other person and intertwined.
Right.
And so the death of that is very painful. And it's like, how do you get to the next stage in your life? And especially if you don't have a career where you're like a doctor or a lawyer, like where you can kind of
so vulnerable.
Take your mind off of things by just like putting yourself into your work. So if you're a creative freelance type of person, you're not necessarily as safe emotionally to be in that type of career.
Well, and also your emotions are such a big part of it.
Yeah,
you can't really escape them. You're facing them head on all the time, which is great for comedy because that probably gives you
it gives you that edge,
a way to like release it, which is great.
And the edge that
I'm seriously gonna call and yell it. I have nothing. Okay, we're back. We're having some internet. This is I'm at my house and I don't know what's going on with the cable company, but we're back.
It rained yesterday in LA for the first time ever, so I'm sure
some lines might be down. Actually, that's probably what it is.
It's like
we got a big rain here, a fire and then a rain, so no internet. So we were talking about, we're talking about very big concepts, but I wanted to say that because I'm stalking you online, I noticed that you have a practice. Like, you do yoga, or you mentioned that you have something that you use to kind of renew yourself, or I don't know what you want to call it because everyone is so personal.
I don't do enough yoga. I need to do it more.
Oh God, but that's the bad mom thing.
Yeah.
We're always so hard on ourselves.
But yoga really helps
I need to drink more. That's what I need to do because
I have not been drinking at all, and that actually really works for me because I already have a tendency to get down and depressed, and because it's a depressant, and then I'm super sensitive, so I break out, and then I'll hate myself because I have acne, and I'm like, why am I 41 and have acne? And it just puts me into this downward spiral. So I think that for me, one of the things is doing the celery juice in the morning, which I learned from this guy, medical medium.
Yeah.
I had a broken foot last year, and I somehow went down a rabbit hole on Instagram and found this formula for making a concoction to help with the bone healing.
Oh, cool.
And then I discovered this guy, Anthony William, and he really talks about healing your body through food. And I know that when I do that, you start the day with the celery juice. It's antiviral, antibacterial.
Oh, great.
It's really great for your health. That makes it, when I do these routines, I'll have a great day. When I don't do my routines, we all need that structure. Yeah. And that's the hardest gift to give to ourselves is structure. And I'm not saying I'm an expert on it at all.
But you found what
messy.
works for you.
Yeah.
So you can
doesn't
kind
mean
of
I
identify.
always do it.
Of course.
You know.
But you can identify. Okay, if I do this, I feel I'm giving myself a shot at like feeling great.
I feel
today.
so much better. Yeah.
And I think we all are in a journey of finding that thing, and
it doesn't
like,
mean we're trying to like
back.
prophesize or like push our ideas onto other people. I think it's good to share though, because we're all looking for that way to like feel grounded and feel good about yourself, and like especially when you're in a creative industry and like there's so much going on, like you could go down the wrong path and just like
very easily,
you know, and then burn out, which a lot of people do, and then the light goes out, like it burns super bright and then it goes out, but it's like because you want to get that high, you know, you want to like, and
you don't stop to
you burn yourself out, you burn the candles on both ends, and that, I mean, we've all been there, done that, and eventually like something's gonna give. I feel like I'm going into a trance just thinking about it. I'm like, yes, I need to sleep. That's what I was gonna say. So important.
I'm so sleep deprived. And that's what I was gonna say is why I asked about like what is the correct thing to say when someone says I'm divorced, because it's hard in our society. We don't really have a great way of being empathetic without making someone feel bad. And so my daughter is diabetic. It's very new, and I've learned if I talk to people that don't know what it is to be have type 1 diabetes, it just ends up making me feel a lot worse. So instead of getting like just a healthy dose of, oh, that sucks, or empathy, but not like I feel sorry. Like I don't want someone to feel sorry for me. I don't want pity, you know. Or if they start telling me about their uncle who has type 2 diabetes and it's not even the same disease, I'm just like, this is just not going anywhere good for me right now.
Or like trying to
like
I wanted to tell you about this medical medium guy the first time I met you.
Right, like that.
I'm like,
shut up.
Maybe if you do this and you change the diet, it'll go away. And it's like, then you'd be like, you're an ass.
Idiot. And this is what's so great about this. So you told me you're divorced, and I said, oh, I'm so sorry, and hugged you, which is like the thing that you can't stand. And you wanted to tell me about your medical guy, which is totally like, when people do that, you just want to be like, and you have no idea what I'm talking about in this moment.
It's like social graces.
We want to take care of each other.
Well, and that's the thing. We're not taught that anymore. Like,
we're not taught. No.
You know, and it's boundaries. Like,
and I have no boundaries.
Neither do I. When I got home last night, I was telling my nanny about the people that I met, and she's like, "Oh my God, like you just know people within like 20 seconds how to like you feel so comfortable with people," and I'm like, "That's just me." Like, I can't help it. That's the way I am. And
I feel like you kind of have to be boundaryless in a way to do stand-up. Because you're constantly going, like if you don't know the venue sometimes, you don't know the audience. It's not like rehearsing a show in a space and then having a familiarity with it. Every moment could be different.
You have to be willing to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
And I think that that's a natural state of being for me. And that's what, like, I realized the first time that I was on stage, I'm like, this feels like home to me. And I'm...
Oh my gosh, you're dressed like a clown. Can we show that?
I love
my daughter just suit. Like every time she comes out, she steals the show.
Come over
here. Come here, baby Ross.
Come here,
do you want to show them?
Do you want to
show? She's so cute, you guys. Come right here.
You look adorable. I love your haircut too.
So I just have to give a shout out to Baby Roz. She's dressed up like a clown, she said, and
dressed up with Marcy.
You were dressing up with Marcy? All your swimsuits at the same time?
She's a California girl.
She really is, and I have to tell you guys, in fact, not to brag, but I feel like she's 5th or 6th generation. Because my dad's grandmother's family came in the 1950s.
That is so rare. My dad's parents came from Pittsburgh in the 1930s.
Oh, really? We'll wrap it up soon, because I feel so bad to make you sit through this. Okay, here, Rec, I think. Baby Roz just ran in here. I hope that you're able to watch this. And you guys picked out all these decorations with me because she's so
adorable.
Fabulous.
These pillows.
That's why it's like shiny and pink and fabulous for the holidays this year. So
it's like finally we get to decorate because you know when you're in Europe they don't have Thanksgiving.
No.
So they're able to like start Christmas earlier, and I'm like, a little part of me doesn't like that.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, because I want to do Christmas.
Wait, when
longer.
did you live? Were you in the UK? Where were you?
My most recent boyfriend lives in London, and I had been over there 4 times in the past year, and I lived in London in 2003.
Okay, so I lived in London briefly because my husband, he produced American Psycho, and that's where they first opened, and I had the exact same reaction. So my mom was with us. It was Thanksgiving, and we did fish and chips. And it was totally casual. And then December 1st, do you remember December 1st, you walk through the city and everyone has their like colorful little perfect handmade. It's not commercial. It's just special.
It's so Christmassy, and it's so also Christmassy. The weather.
And everyone does a little crown. I love the way they do Christmas parties with the crowns and the poppers.
Oh, I love poppers.
I insist on poppers every year.
Fun.
My friends think I'm crazy. I'm like, cross your arms and pull. And
I know the traditions.
I love those Christmas traditions.
And Yorkshire pudding.
And I really want to start a movement to end Thanksgiving.
End Thanksgiving now.
End it.
Wrong.
And I love
it. You can't have turkey twice within the span of a month.
It's like you're so exhausted.
Or have it be a different time of year. Why does it have to be
totally.
1 month? Why do I have to wait to put up my Christmas tree? It's like,
well, and it's kind of confusing because then a lot of people put up their Christmas tree before December 1st because they're like, well, Thanksgiving's done, Christmas. But no, Christmas starts on December 1st, and it's the whole fucking month. Because I love Christmas.
I know. I put up my tree yesterday.
And, I love it. Yeah, I know. I'm so mad at my husband. He's Jewish. So I'm like, where's the tree? He's like, well, go tomorrow night.
He's like, it's not December 1st yet.
He doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Poor thing. He's just along for the ride. But you can't see
Mine is fake, so it won't die.
I love that. I kind of want to get like a mid-century like white one or something crazy next year, but
that's
we'll
what
see.
mine is.
Is
right.
it?
Yeah, I'll show you a
gosh,
picture later.
I love it.
I feel like what I just said, mine is fake, so it won't die. It's like an analogy for like life in LA. Everything's fake. We're not gonna die.
We're never gonna die. Well, I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe denial is a good way to stay young. Like my mom is that way. She's in denial. Like she's youthful. So young. She's so youthful because she's not worried.
Wow.
She's not stressed and worried about her health. She worries about other things, but oh,
you're a star
clown.
Adorable.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm dying.
You are.
She's
so
over
cute.
here like dancing. Oh, you want lipstick? Okay, well, maybe take it to Marcy and maybe she could put a little lipstick on. And then will you bring it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
My daughter Kiki used to call it lick stick.
Aww. And she'd look it off.
And tank talks. Tank talks.
So do your kids, okay, so you said your ex-husband is South African. Mm-hmm. So did your kids pick up a little bit of the accent? Or how?
Well, I just watched a video recently of my daughter who's 6 now when she was 3, and she was like, Mommy, I want to bite you. And I'm like, oh no, she doesn't call me Mommy anymore. Aww. They can do the accent, but because they're in school with American kids,
they instantly get socialized and adjust.
Yeah. I think that if we moved to South Africa or London, they would probably pick it up more so than, they would sound like Madonna when she lived
snobby and too cool for you, and you're like, oh, why can't I pick it up the way they can? Yeah.
Oh, darling,
now,
I can do a British accent. Don't worry.
So when you're in London, do you pick it up?
No.
Or no? Okay.
Oh, I will, but I just think it's offensive if I pretend
Well,
to
so
do
here's
it.
the thing. So you're a real California girl.
Yeah, and they love our accent over there.
Do
they love our accent. So it's like we love their accent.
Oh,
but
see, that is not.
I hear us.
See, you're so gorgeous. I think they fake it with you because I got it loud and clear that I'm just like this honky tonk California girl that's just ugh. You know, they're so snobby. They couldn't
be bothered to put up with you, darling.
I mean, because they're so snobby. Like, I love London, but it is like all about your last name and your accent. I mean, it's not even skin color there. There's like a whole like
class system.
Oh, it's so
I don't know.
There's posh. Yeah. There's like really posh. There's royalty, and then there's and then I'm like California girl. Like, oh, who invited her?
I think that it's just a different outlook on life, and like it's bred into them to like.
Oh, definitely.
It's a different sense of humor. There's
a
very dry and sarcastic. Yeah, and so we're like constantly smiling.
I'm like, awesome.
We're constantly smiling. I have a funny story about that. My dad and my mom and my dad's side of the family were going to be on Family Feud years ago.
Yeah.
And my dad's kind of like a tough guy, and my grandmother, his mom was there, and they were about to book the family, and they asked my grandmother, they said, does he smile all the time like that? And she's like, no, he's an asshole. And they didn't book him, and it's like, just talking about how like we're always smiling.
It almost makes me want to. I'm so fed up with this, and I don't know what it's looking like.
Maybe if I take off my clothes, it'll work.
You would definitely, if you took off your clothes, like, there would be, like, sparks flying out of my phone. I really do think the better these videos are, the more it crashes, and I don't know what that is. But it almost makes me want to record it and just say it's live and then just post it after the fact.
Okay, fine.
Well, no, I mean, we're not going to do that today.
Okay.
But it just makes me feel sometimes like...
I'll be back, don't worry.
Yeah, like it's so lame. Anyways, hey, sweetie. I know, we've got to wrap up. There's life and all of that. This is a great way to avoid life. Hey, sweetie. She wants Molly the Molly. I can't get rid of this Molly. It's so ugly.
Oh my gosh, I have one on my back and my kids are like obsessed with it.
Isn't that weird?
They're like, what is that?
Oh, it's her lovey. And I want to cut it off because it's kind of gotten disgusting from hormones and from her pulling it and breaking it. I mean, it's embarrassing how gross it is. But it's her lovey. And now it's Molly the Molly.
But that's kids. Like, they see the beauty in things that we would, like, not think are beautiful, and that is one of like
the
best parts of having kids. Like their love for us is so pure.
Yeah. And it's so
go out and have a baby.
I know, and then come bitch about it with us
and feel like you were kicked.
Yeah.
Kicked in the pelvic bone for a year.
Yes, you were. Twice.
God, it was like bruised for a year.
Okay, I promised Cheryl that I would not let the internet break down again during this video. So we are gonna wrap it up, but thank you so much because
thanks for having me.
I have the biggest girl crush. You're amazing. And
so
just keep being fabulous. I'm so on your team. Like I wanted to ask you, if someone is watching from Los Angeles, do you have anything coming up that we can like?
I do. I'll be at the Comedy Store on Friday, December 21st. So if you're in town, the show is from 7 to 9 p.m. And my Instagram is Cheryl Lee Scott.
Okay, cool.
I have tickets for sale. They're $15, and you can also post a link closer to the date.
Nice. And then what's the name of the show if they're just like?
It's called D's Nuts.
Oh, I know that show.
With Vargas Mason and Sally Mullins. They're really awesome.
Yeah, she's great. Awesome. Maybe I'll show up. That'd be fun. I love her. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. Bye, you guys. Have a happy week. Or not, because being a mom kind of sucks sometimes, and then it's amazing, like all at the same time. It's all of it.
I know, it's really hard. My little boy woke me up at 1 a.m. and then at like 5:50 and said he heard a noise, and I'm like, please.
Sleep is not something I get right now, and it's making me insane. But that's a whole other. Hi, love. Okay, peace out. Bye, you guys.
Here, I'll do it.
Okay, thanks.